episode number 37 of Sports Talk with Boogie and Lou, brought to you by 106th Street Tire and Wheel. Get your automotive and tire and wheel stuff done on 10601 Northern Boulevard, Corona, New York, 11368. It is a very hot day here in New York. We are having 85 to 90 degree weather here, and Boogie and I are still taking the opportunity to do some sports talk with you. We have a lot going on today, Boogie, don't we? What's up? But first off, what's up, my brother? What's going on?
What's going on, sir? How you doing? I'm glad to see you still alive after that Red Sox sweep there. So glad to see you still alive.
I will vent in a few minutes about that book because because I have been saying this, real quick recap, for the last week and a half now with all you Yankee fans, that we can't do shit because we can't beat the Red Sox and we can't beat the Rays. And what happens? We get swept by the Red Sox. But we'll get into that. But I want to go over a couple of things with you guys today. We have a lot to talk about, guys. We have the Yankees. What's up, Uncle Vin? We have the Mets. We have the Yankees. We're doing our top 5 Yankees of all time who are not retired numbers, okay? Because there's a lot of those. So we have a lot to talk about with that too. And we have trivia today. We got trivia tonight.
We got 2 contestants.
We got 2 contestants doing sports trivia with us today. And we look forward to doing that. We're going to do that around 7:30. So make sure you stick around with the show. Maybe you can see if you can stump the contestants yourself. So we will go from there. But first off, Boog, let's talk baseball. What's going on with your New York Mets, bro? You're still up a good lead. You still got a good lead. And Mets are getting healthy. But tell me, what's going on with those bats, brother?
The bats are disappearing, man. Like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde thing. You know, like our pitching is so amazing, but our hitting is not amazing. You know, but we do have the knack of getting like key hits. You know, like when we actually do decide to put the bat to the baseball. But I don't know. Like by the skin of our teeth, somehow we still maintain in first place. I wanna tip my hat to the front office because it seems like we're always piecing together people from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the pitching side, the backups. Like we got Jared Eichhoff pitching again. Like he pitched. We picked him up. He pitched shutout 4 innings and a doubleheader. Now he's pitching today. So it's like, you know, guys that weren't even playing this season, you know, in the majors, we're just, you know, piecing guys together and it's making it work. So, you know, that's fun to watch as a Met fan. But now that we're getting healthy, I'm just hoping that our bats start to get healthy because it's a shame to keep on throwing away these great pitching performances. And by the way, Jacob deGrom showed he's human. He gave up 2 runs.
He gave up 2 runs the other night.
2 runs. I didn't know who I was looking at.
No, it's listen. It's not Garrett Cole's 4 runs.
What Joe talking about? Did he win what?
He won. He wants to know if he won the contest. I guess he thinks he wants to know if he won the contest.
Well, you had to be a contestant to win a contest.
And you should have responded that you wanted to be a part of the contest.
Because you're the guru. You're the guru, guy. So you're supposed to say, you know what? Put me down as a contestant, and then we would have did that.
Right. You know very true. Joel Jerry says this series for the Mets is honestly your whole season because lose this and you might not get the division back. Boog, how do you feel about that?
You talking about the Mets-Yankees series?
No, I think you guys are playing. Are you guys playing Philly?
Right. No, right now we're playing Washington.
Oh, Washington?
Yeah, but they're like 700 games behind us. You know.
Right. So yeah, why would they not get the series back?
He got to be talking about. Because we got
the Mets Yankees?
Series. Yeah, we got a Subway Series arriving.
No, he's talking about Mets Nationals.
Mets Nationals. Why am I worried about the Nationals? Like, why? Why am my first place Mets worried about the Nationals right now? Okay, the Nationals aren't no world beaters either. The only thing I'm concerned about right now is the fact that the Mets are slow feeding it because now they're giving other teams the opportunity to close the gap. That's the only thing I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the standings. We're up 4 games. I know the standings. I don't need to check the standings. I watch these things every day. You know what I'm saying? As I said, 4, and we're not healthy yet. We're getting healthy. See, Mets getting healthy. See this thing right there? We're getting healthy. We're not 100% yet. All of our bats is not here. All of our pitching is not here yet, but we're still maintaining. And then if we defeat the Nationals with Jared Eichhoff pitching, then you really think I'm going to be worried about it?
Right.
Not really. Not really.
But let me ask you, as a Met fan right now, right? Do you want Conforto back in this lineup?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, even though you
And
guys are winning.
it's not even just offense. He plays a great defense too, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course we want him back because he's a solid bat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, our backups did well, but we need our starters, man. Like these are the guy. This guy's playing for a contract, so he wants to play. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's all about getting these key hits because, like yesterday, we got hits that didn't really matter. It was too late. Like when we got runners on, we just gotta capitalize. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta do the small things and that's actually what they've been doing. Getting runners over, sacrifice flies and stuff like that. They've been doing that, which has been our key to success because our batting average is still very low. You know what I'm saying? I think we're one of the worst hitting teams in baseball, but our pitching has been so dominant that it just took over.
Right. And listen, your next couple of
You're right,
series.
Chris. You're right, Chris.
And listen, your next couple of series, you have right now you're playing the Nationals. Your next series is the Braves. Your next series is the Yankees. Your next series is the Brewers. Teams that are pretty good teams right now. So you're playing all teams close to 500, above 500. It's going to be a very interesting.
It's funny.
Our
record's been pretty good against those type of teams too. You know what I'm saying? It's just like division games are always tough because everybody knows each other. They play each other 2,000 times a year. So of course,
that's tough.
Those are the most tough teams. That's why, like I said, like I know Joe was talking about the Nationals being a big game. I mean, we played the Phillies a ton of times. We played the Nationals. We're gonna play we played the Nationals I think recently as it is. So it's like everybody knows each other. So now it's a matter of executing. It's about executing. And you're right. Lindor has definitely been a disappointment compared to the amount of money he's getting paid, but he's starting to turn it around a little bit. He's starting to catch a little fire. I mean, when I say catch a little fire, not 1 million fire, but he's starting to bat a little better. Hopefully he'll catch his footing.
Well, here's the thing with the Mets too, and we brought this up last week too. Nobody's really talking about Lindor not doing Lindor numbers because the Mets are winning, right? Like if this was the Yankees right now,
he'd be getting killed.
Right? He'd be getting destroyed.
If the Mets were losing, he would be getting killed.
Right. I mean, he was getting killed in the beginning when the Mets were like only a 500 team.
Worse.
Yeah, he was getting killed.
He'll be all over the back page of the sports thing.
Right.
Because since he demanded so much money, and then this is what he does. Like this is not a good look on his part. But like I said, the pitching has masked a lot of problems that we've had. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that hitting all around hasn't been that good. Our backups been hitting better than our starting guys been hitting. So like I said, hats off to our management team that keep piecing together all these players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, you're right. Winning is the best deodorant. Absolutely.
Right, exactly. Right. Absolutely. Winning clears up everything because if you guys are winning, nobody really cares about the stats because you guys are winning. Right. So as long as you guys keep winning, no one's going to really talk about how bad Lindor's been playing. But I will give him this. He has been hitting a lot better since the beginning of the season, right? He was batting like 160, and now I think he's up to 220. 223.
That's a big turnaround.
It's a nice turnaround. It's not. I mean, listen, the guy batted over 300 for a few seasons, right?
He still has a shot because I'm pretty sure he has a really hot streak. He has a really hot streak that could happen to him.
Right. No, very true, very true. And I'm not doubting that, but if I understand what Joe Algieri is saying, though, right? He's just saying that Nationals only 4 games out. They're a young, healthy team. Same thing with the Braves. The Braves pitching starting to get up there too. They start getting their guys back. It's going to be a tougher division. And the Phillies, I don't think you have to worry about the Phillies. I'm not even worried about the Phillies for you guys. But listen, the Phillies keep sweeping teams like the Yankees. Then you have to win ball games, right? Right. Someone tell boy kick rocks. Who is he talking about? Is he talking about
the Nationals?
The Nationals? Oh, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, so we'll see what the Mets do. But listen, All-Star break's coming up. Lindor has a whole, maybe he can take the All-Star break to re-innovize himself to be a second half kind of dude. He'll be okay. Even if he has a bad rest of the year, he'll be okay. And if he's not okay, I'm sure some moves will happen over the next few years, right? Like you're stuck with him at least for 5 years. I don't care what you do. You're stuck with him for at least 5 years, regardless of what he does or not. So, I don't know. I don't think I think he's just having an off year. Give him another year. He'll be fine. He'll be okay.
I mean, that's what we're banking on because he's going to be here for a very long time.
Right. No, right. So I'm saying minimum 5 years, right? He signed a 10-year deal.
Right.
No one's going to buy that contract right now. You got to wait until some of that money's gone. Right. So
now I got a couple of questions as far as I mean, your opinion. I don't know how closely you follow the Mets, but like let's take for instance like how you said about the starters that I want quarterback. Like let's take JD Davis for a second, right? JD Davis is supposed to be our starting third baseman, right? Obviously, the man can hit because he actually was one of our better hitters before he ended up getting hurt. So at some point, he's going to arrive back. VR has stepped up to be our third baseman, and VR has been playing amazing defense, like run saving defense. So with that being said, when JD Davis is healthy, do you put JD Davis back at third as a regular? Do you have him split time with VR? Like, because VR's hurt too. But do you have him split time with him, or do you let VR hold that down? Like, see, it's stuff like that. What do you do in that situation? Do you go for more offense, or do you because because VR's batting well also, just he's not a big home run threat like JD Davis.
No, I know. In all honesty, Bug,
like what do you do?
I think you put JD Davis at third, and here's my reasoning for that. You could put VR at short too. You like, let's say Lindor needs a day off. You can put him at short. You can put him at second. And I think later in the season is when pitching starts to get a lot harder, like as far as like hitting wise. So I think you need the bats. I honestly do. Defense, I know wins games, but let's be honest. The Mets bats.
I get some people saying against you, like Vinny said the defense, and Chris is saying platoon. I actually kind of agree with the platoon. Yeah. Honestly, I actually kind of agree with the platoon. I think we should do that.
I just see so much potential in JD Davis. It's hard for me not to want to put him in a lineup because Jonathan Villar only had one really good season with the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, but he's doing well right now.
And he's doing very well now. Yes, I'm not saying that.
You gotta go with it now. You gotta go
with it
now.
But the guy can also play different positions too. JD Davis I've only seen him at third and first.
I mean, he played outfield. Like I don't really think he has a really good defensive position, to be honest with you.
So then that was
his problem.
So then maybe you move him to first when Alonso needs a day off, or you move Villar to short or second when somebody needs a day off to keep them all in the lineup.
JD the utility guy?
Yeah, no. Well, you can make JD to go to third or first, or if they all play the same thing, switch them all around. Right. If somebody needs a day off, you have everyone that can go everywhere. You can't have the same lineup every single time because look what happens in NBA lineups too, right? You have the same lineup. They know what's happening. The Red Sox know exactly what's happening with the Yankees every single time they play. Right. Same thing with the Rays because the Yankees don't change strategies. You got to change strategies, especially toward the end of the year, because people are going to be trying different things to make the postseason. So,
like Joe said, Eichhoff is just giving it up right now. The Mets down 2-0 already. Just as I was talking good about Eichhoff, then he goes and does that. So
of course,
that's the way it goes in baseball land.
Right. No, very true. Very true.
Okay, so speaking of that now, okay, so you're saying that you will go offense over defense, right? So what about like when Syndergaard and Carrasco, like when they get back, right? Now we've been holding down. DeGrom is the 1, Stroman's the 2, Walker is the 3. Yeah. Right? Now, do you just throw these guys into the fire as a 4th and 5th?
I think first off, Carrasco and Syndergaard are too good of pitchers to not let them try to get some starts in.
So do you put Peterson in the bullpen?
Yeah, well, I don't think necessarily you have to put Peterson in the bullpen, but I do think that you have to give them some starts. 100%.
Well, somebody has to go in the bullpen because that'll be 6 starters.
No. I know that, but you can have them like go in between. Like maybe Peterson takes one day off, and then they rotate. But I mean, listen, when was the last time we saw Syndergaard or Carrasco healthy on the mound? It's been a very long time.
But Joe, I think they said Carrasco is he's actually made positive steps in arriving back. I think he went to the next level now. So they said that actually might happen soon. I think Syndergaard, he still has a little ways to go because he had a setback. So I'm just throwing it out there.
He's just throwing it out there, right? Because they're big names.
I'm not saying like right now. I'm just saying like as the season goes, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to need arms. Like Lou said, pitching is going to be tough as the season gets on, if our bats are not showing up, you know what I'm saying, I would say that we have to continue to dominate, and we don't want to burn our arms out, because you already see the nervousness that as a Met fan you have every time the Grom takes itself out of the out of the game, even though he's doing well. So, you know, we don't want to burn out what we do have. You know what I'm saying? Stroman end up having that little hip situation. You know what I'm saying? Walker's known for being injured, and thank God he's been healthy so far. So, like I said, depth, like how Chris said earlier, depth is a major key here. And I'm just surprised all the pickups that the Mets have has been working so far.
I mean, here's the thing. If you put Peterson in the bullpen, it's not necessarily the worst thing, but I think it's time to also try out some stuff, because you have 6 starters who could potentially pitch longevity for you guys. So just try some things out.
Just to answer Chris, DeGrom doesn't like to pitch out of his 5-man rotation. He doesn't like to.
A lot of pitchers are like that.
Yeah,
a lot of pitchers are like that. They don't like resting. They don't. They like doing. They know when they're pitching, they're getting ready. They have routines and workouts specifically for these days up and coming. You get them out of that rhythm, and messes them all up, right? Like at least mentally, it messes them all up.
Yeah.
So
I think, you know what? I think they are. I think the Mets. This is the thing. I think they don't want to hit panic mode, but I do think that at some point they're gonna pull the trigger on a trade. But I think it's a little too early still, because, you know, like by the trade deadline, teams get a little desperate and they'll start trading, like, because right now, if they trade right now, they're going to be trading for high. So teams are going to be asking high. So I think they're probably going to wait until like we're in a situation where it's desperately needed. But right now we're kind of coasting, so I don't think they feel the urgency of doing it like right away. But I do think they're making phone calls to try to improve the team, because the way Cohen talks, you know what I'm saying, he's trying to go in for the win. You know what I'm saying? He's not going for. This is not the old regime of the Mets. Like, he's going to go for the win. So I think a trade is definitely going to be up there. Like I said, as long as those teams that you're talking about keep losing, then those players are going to be more available, you know, for trade.
Right. No, very true. Very true.
You know
and yeah, Chris, if you know he keeps getting pulled due to injury, yeah, maybe you skip a start. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If somebody needs a day off, then maybe that's where Peterson comes in, or Thor comes in, or even Carrasco comes in when you do get all these players. But listen, come playoff time, if you guys make the playoffs, which it looks very well, you guys are going to make it, in my opinion. You're only going with a 3 or 4 man rotation anyway, and the rest of these guys are going in the pin.
Yeah.
So that's as simple as that. And right now, you got to go DeGrom, Stroman, and Walker. You just got to. Like, that's a no-brainer.
I mean, they've been holding the fort down, so I don't see why you change.
Right, they earned it. They earned it.
Unless, like I said, unless these two guys arrive on the scene and start pitching lights out, then that's a great problem to have, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me ask you, Brandon Nimmo's name is popping up on arriving back, right? I mean, he's our starting guy. He's a spark plug, great leadoff hitter. I mean, you throw him in the fire right away, or do you keep going with Almora, who can't hit but plays amazing defense? Pilar, we got a ton of people that they threw out there in this outfield that's been doing well. Do you put Nimmo, just give him back his spot? Like, do you think that he's done enough to say that's his spot?
Yeah, but honestly, Boog, Nimmo gets hurt so much. I think you could let him slowly come back in. Have him play 1 or 2 games, have him sit. Have him play 1 or 2 games, have him sit. The guy gets hurt every single year. I don't remember the last time I remember seeing Brandon Nimmo be consecutively playing. He had that one good stretch a few years ago where he batted like 3-something and he got on base like 500% of the time. And then what happened? He got hurt. He gets hurt too much. I think he's a liability. I don't think you can rely on him.
He's one of those guys that puts it all out there too. You know what I'm saying?
No, and I get that.
He's one of those type of guys. You know.
I get that. No, I get that.
But do you think that talent wise has he done enough to say, yo, this is my spot?
No.
Okay,
no.
So you don't think that center field spot is his?
No, I don't think so.
Who on the Mets deserves that center field spot? Pilar, because he's definitely had a lot of big hits and he's definitely put it out there. Has become a favorite. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know. I don't know what you do, but I don't think that's Nimmo's spot. I think in order for it to be Nimmo's spot, he has to play a whole freaking season one season. Like, let's be for real. Like,
but I mean, he's no newbie. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I get that. I get that.
He's no newbie, and he fits that criteria that it looks like Rojas is trying to have out there, being aggressive, because he's definitely aggressive on the base path. He's aggressive at the plate. You know what I mean? Like I'm just throwing it out there, man.
No, I know you're right.
Because like I said, we need to rejuvenate our bats, and he's the type of guy that can help do that.
Right. No, very true. Very true.
You know
very true. All right, but let's talk about the other side real quick, Boog, before we do our trivia with Mr. Frankie Montgomery and Mr. Chet. The New York Yankees.
No, we're not getting into that.
Oh, we're not doing that yet? We're doing this first?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to rush it. I'm sorry to rush it.
Yeah.
But because I'm so excited about talking about this freaking Yankee team, but I can't.
Who's excited about talking about the Yankees? I don't.
Because I have to explain to us Yankee fans that we suck. So everyone has to understand that the Yankees are not a good baseball team, and all of our Yankee fans want to cheer us that we beat. Congrats, we beat the Royals 2 out of 3 games. Congrats, yeah, we swept the Blue Jays. Yeah, what happened in Boston just now? We got demolished.
All right,
demolished.
We'll listen to your Yankee rant when we're talking about Yankees. Right now, we're still in a festive mood. We was just talking Mets.
I know.
So
I gotta hate it.
We're in a festive mood, and now for the very first time on this show, we are going to do a trivia.
Talk with Boggie and Lou.
Okay, we definitely going to have to do something better than that.
We'll do something about the song. Yeah, we'll do something about the song.
Right. That can't be a thing.
That can't be a thing.
Cannot be a thing.
All right, well, first off, let's welcome our 2 contestants, Mr. Chet and Mr. Frankie Montgomery. Welcome, guys.
Good evening. How are you?
What's up?
What's going on? Welcome, guys, to the first ever True to New York Sports Trivia. So let's explain the rules. You both look very handsome, by the way. Awesome stuff. Welcome, Boogie. You're allowed to tell people they look handsome, Boog. Just so you know.
Do whatever you
do. Anyways, this is how trivia is going to work. Okay, there is no cheating, meaning we see your faces. Don't look to the side. No Google searches. Okay. Don't say that, Steele. That's not nice. Perfect. Show those hands. Perfect. Right. Perfect. No Google searches. Nobody in front of you telling you answers. I trust you. You don't have to turn your thing around. I trust you. Perfect.
Only thing in front of me is watching the Yankees losing 2-0 already. So
right. Yeah. To the Angels. Right. All right. Perfect.
And
no problem.
2-0 too.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna give you guys 5 questions. Okay. Whoever answers it right correctly first will get a point. Whoever has the most points out of our 5 questions wins a prize, a True to New York Sport t-shirt, courtesy of True to New York Sports. Unreal.
Can I get the Mariners colors or no?
No. Oh. So what we're going to do...
I just realized I got something to do right now. I can't.
How about reset that internet? It's like
right. You're going to wear that Yankee or you're going to wear that Brooklyn Net or Knicks shirt.
That's what I have on. Wait a minute.
Right, perfect. All right, so we'll get you another one. We're going to get you another one. So, this is how the rules are going to go. Boogie Hollis is going to ask the question, and the way to answer this is you're going to, if you want to ring in, you're going to say Boogie Hollis, okay? So that's how we know who gets the answer first. So if you know the answer, you are to say Boogie Hollis, and then whoever says it first gets the answer first. If you say it wrong, your other person can just say the answer, and that will be their answer, okay? Whatever it is. Whoever has the most points wins. If there's a tie, no one gets a shirt. All right? So
yeah, right.
Okay? So perfect. So, round number 1, Sports Talk, Trivia. Boogie, throw it at him.
Very easy starting question here. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
No.
No.
What was Tom Seaver's jersey?
Boogie Hollis.
Chet.
Oh, come on.
41.
Ding, 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 ding.
Chet is now winning 1-0. Frankie, did you know that though?
I didn't know that. Of course. How would I know that?
What do you mean? You want to be on
Tom Seaver. I wasn't even alive back then.
Hey.
Well, hey. So all right. So listen, Chet, due to age, is now winning 1-0. All right. So 1-0, courtesy of Chet. All right, Boogie Hollis. Question number 2.
Who did the Knicks beat in their last championship?
Boogie Hollis.
Chet.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct.
This guy is a genius. Yo, we got to get this guy on Jeopardy.
That is so good. Frankie,
the idea of the game is to say Boogie Hollis, and then you can answer the question.
Right,
That's
right.
how it works.
Oh man, that's funny. No, listen. Also, I forgot to mention, let Boogie finish the question first and then say it. You guys have been doing well. Chet's been doing it correctly.
Well, not for
Yeah,
that.
I've been doing it correctly too. I've been letting them
I'm
finish the
posting
question.
the question right there, so they know.
Right. All right.
I've
So
let them
Chet,
finish both questions. All right.
you know you did. Okay. So Frankie, you have to get the next 3 right to win this. Just so you know, there's a lot of pressure right now. Now, these next 3 questions aren't necessarily the easiest. So let's go. Boogie Hollis, question number 3.
What are the teams the Giants won their Super Bowls against?
Boogie Hollis.
Chet.
Okay. Patriots
1,
Okay.
and the Bills
2.
and the Broncos.
Ding, 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 ding.
This guy
Correct. Chet
this
is
guy's a
killing it.
genius.
The New
Didn't they
York
beat the
Giants.
Patriots twice?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
but
did.
it's still the
Yes.
same team.
That's the 3
It's
teams.
the 3 teams.
Yeah,
They,
you got to say the Patriots twice, no?
come on. They beat
No,
the
it's 7
Patriots.
points.
They
Is
beat
that-
the
is that
Patriots.
Frankie grasping straws
Grasping
right now?
straws, right. All right, we're gonna keep going anyway. Chet is our winner, but let's keep going. Question number 4, Boogie Hollis.
Who was the Yankees closer in their 1996 World Series?
Boogie Hollis.
Chet.
John Wetland.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, 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 ding,
Bro,
ding.
this is a baseball question, Frankie. You was alive.
Little
What's
bit
the
of a-
excuse now?
little that was a little tougher, but Chet's killing it. Frank, if I knew this was going to happen to you, Frankie, I wouldn't have put you on the show, bro. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I don't want to see you get embarrassed. You want my
Honestly, no. You know what? I think you did know this was going to happen. You just wanted me to be embarrassed in front of everybody.
I
But I'm
don't know, Chet. I don't know.
He was like, this is a
Chet,
great show
oh.
for everyone. Frankie's just going to eat crow on a live podcast.
Wow.
All right, you know what? Richard Steele's actually right. Let's go to a commercial break. This brought to you by 106th Street Tire and Wheel. Get your automotive stuff done. 106th Street Tire and Wheel. Chet is now officially up 4-0. Now, the
Yo,
final question
Frankie,
is what we worth
you
2
told
points.
me you told me off air that you're very competitive. You're gonna get swept.
What do you want me to
Is that
do?
what you're gonna do?
All right,
I
no,
know
listen.
John Wetland's the Yankees closer when I was 5 years old.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I
7.
mean, if you're a
Let's
baseball
ask the question. Who was
connoisseur,
the setup
you
man
should have
then?
known
I knew the
that.
Mariners closer in 96. Does that count?
Well, then I mean, if you knew that, then you should know that.
Who was the Mariners closer in 96?
Norm Charlton.
That's right.
Okay. All right, I'll give you a point for that.
Correct.
All right, so that's a point.
Yes.
So Frankie has 1 point. It's 4-1.
We need Seattle. We need Seattle Mariner trivia.
Oh, he'll kill it.
What
That he would
team
kill.
did the Mariners give up that turned their career around? That turned their whole franchise around.
All right.
Ding, ding, ding,
All right.
ding.
So the last trivia question, Boogie Hollis, question number 5. Now this is a 2-point question.
In the Jets' lone Super Bowl
Oh.
win, how many touchdowns did Joe Namath throw?
Boogie Hollis.
Chet,
Zippo.
that
Ding,
is
ding, 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 ding,
correct.
ding.
Wow.
Yo, Frankie.
Wow. Chet killed it.
Where's my broom at?
Where's the broom? Hey, look what my name is. Bring the brooms out. That's my name. Because I was doing that for the Yankees. No, listen. Chet won 6-1. Chet won 6-1. Frankie Montgoras answered one of them correctly. Appreciate it, guys. That was good. I hope you guys had fun. Chet, you won a T-shirt.
Check.
Thank you.
So what size shirt do you wear, sir?
2X.
2X.
Yeah.
We'll be sending a 2X to you. Do you want Knicks? Hold on. Do you want a Knicks New York is back B
Ooh,
shirt?
that's nice.
Or do you want the Brooklyn Nets?
Oh, give me the Brooklyn.
There you go.
All right, Brooklyn Nets shirt for
That's what I'm
Yeah.
wearing the Kyrie Irving shirt, as you can see.
right.
I see.
Retro Kyrie Irving shirt.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
it.
All right, guys.
All right,
Guys, thank you so much for being a part of this, Frankie and
Our
Chet.
very first
Thank you,
trivia.
very much, trivia. Thank you guys so much.
I appreciate
And
you guys,
Thank you.
man.
we hope
And
you
thank
guys
you to
have
my
fun.
parents for actually admitting they know me after this performance.
No, listen, Frankie, we'll get you back on the show when I know that you have, more of the.
And you know I'm not when I'm not as
Listen.
embarrassing.
No, I didn't know
Right.
Chet was this good. I didn't know Chet was going to be this good. This is Boogie's friend. I didn't know Chet was going to be this good.
I'm going to
The
get a
fix.
5-year-old on the trivia, and then I'll call you up.
No, but thank you guys so much for it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. You know what, Frankie? We're going to give you a shirt too, just for being a good sport.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want a Knicks shirt or do you want a Nets shirt?
Give me the Knicks shirt.
All right, perfect. 1-1. You both get shirts for being contestants
What
here.
size are you? Large?
Who, me?
Oh, he's a small now. He's also
I'm a medium now.
he's a medium now.
Medium?
All right, let me see if I can
I'm
get
a
my
medium.
toddler onesie size.
A toddler. We're gonna have a toddler onesie. That sounds good. Yeah. But thank you guys so much. You'll both get your shirts in the mail. Let Boogie or myself know your addresses, and we will send you guys a shirt. Thank you guys so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good rest of your day. All right, that was great. I mean, listen, Frankie knows a lot about sports.
Yes, he does.
But
there's not more than Chet.
Right, no, not New York sports more than Chet. Because I didn't expect that.
You know what? I'm gonna bring Chet back. Chet.
Yeah, Chet.
I'm bringing you back for 1 second.
Okay.
Tell me about your Islanders, bro. Cause I know this is what you wanted to say.
I knew you were gonna bring it up eventually. I knew it.
Cause you lost 1-0. Your team decided not to score any goals, and then want to start playing in the last 10 minutes.
It would have been nice to play the first 50 minutes.
What happened here?
Oh God, it was ugly. That game should have been more than 1-0. That game should have been at least 4-5-0.
Well, listen, I watched that game. I'm not an Islanders fan, but I watched that game. It was like 36 shots to 15 in the middle of the third period. Like Islanders weren't taking any shots.
And the one thing they didn't do all year cost them, and that was the shorthanded goal. That was the first shorthanded goal they gave up all year.
Right, of course.
They were the only team in the NHL at that point to not to give up a shorthander.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, crazy. Another year against the same team, and I mean, it's
there's going to be changes, guaranteed. They're going to go after a scorer.
They have
no
to.
doubt.
They have to.
They have to. Plus, you remember, you got the draft now. Who are you going to hold?
Right. Yeah, very true.
Yeah,
very true.
I mean, and now the only problem I worry about is two things. Well, Villiers is a restricted free agent. I do not want him going anywhere. And you got to sign Pullock and Pollock both. You have to sign them both.
Right.
You have to. At this point.
No, it makes sense. Makes sense.
I mean, you got to get rid of Komarov. Say goodbye to him. Gone. Zekas is probably going to go. Unfortunately, I hate to see that. But
but you picked up a couple of rentals, so you know what I'm saying.
The rentals are gone. They're going to go back to Jersey. They're already talking about going back to Jersey.
Right.
Zajac retired as the devil.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah. And Palmieri, depending, but I think Palmieri will be gone too. You gotta get the kids. You got Wallstrom, you got Bellows. You still got to call up next year.
You got enough defense. You need offense. That's
exactly offense. Exactly.
Straight up.
Exactly.
All right, Chet, man. I just wanted to let you get that off your chest because I know he was pretty
upset. Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Thanks again, Chet. Yeah, no.
And Frankie, I just wanted to say I apologize that you got smoked like that. You know what I'm saying? But
it happens. I've taken losses before. I've learned how to lose finally. Took me a while.
All right,
that's good.
So let me. I'm gonna do you a favor, Frankie. I'm gonna put you back in the lobby, but I'm gonna just do you one favor. You see how Lou put you in that situation like that?
Yes.
Now we're about to put Lou in the same situation when we talk about these Yankees right now. All right.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna watch the tears right now. All right. So we're gonna watch these tears.
How
about them Yankees, baby? You got swept by the Phillies. We thought you was turning it around, sweeping the Blue Jays. 2 out of 3 with the A's. 2 out of 3 with the Royals, right? Then you go play the Red Sox. What happened, Lou?
I'll show you right now what happened. Hold on. I'll show you. I'll show you exactly.
You let Frankie get swept, and then you let the Yankees get swept.
Red Sox and the Red Sox are going for the sweep on this.
Boom! First pitch of the game, home run against Garrett Cole.
Is that the sticky stuff, Garrett Cole, or the non-sticky stuff?
This is non-sticky stuff, Garrett Cole. And then a 3-run shot off of Garrett Cole. Okay, so look, this Yankees team, like I've been saying,
that's the second best pitcher in baseball, right?
Not anymore.
Oh,
not anymore. Because Yankees can't beat the Red Sox. Garrett Cole, ever since his whole sticky substance thing, Garrett Cole has had one good game.
His mental has been taken clear out of this.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Clear out of this.
And listen, we took 2 out of 3 from the Royals. Okay. We swept the Blue Jays. Okay. We beat we took 2 of 3 from Oakland. Okay. But what happened? I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks that if the Yankees play the Red Sox or the Rays, the season is going to be determined by if they win these games. And they can't beat them, Boog. They just can't beat them. The Rays and the Red Sox have us all figured out. It's insane, Book. It's absolutely insane. We have 2 wins against these teams this year out of 11. We're 2-9. How are we supposed to make the playoffs if we can't beat our own division?
Your division is winning and you guys are not. That's
Right.
the bottom line, because you guys are over 500.
Barely.
So it's not like, because see, this is the thing. This is the thing. See, this is why I look at you guys in a different light. I'm a Mets fan. When we have losing seasons, we lose. You understand what I'm saying? We're unbearable. Your guys losing season, you're crying with an over 500 record. All you got to do is just figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Make some changes at least. Tell Cashman, hey, we need to make some changes here. We got a ton of money here. Let's get some of these guys out of here. Let's get infuse some new blood in here, and let's make it happen. Because right now, the way it is right now, you guys are just going to be right above 500 and do absolutely nothing.
Right. Hold on. Frankie wants to make a point.
Okay. Quick trivia question for Lou.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Lou, the Yankees currently have the same record as a major league team. Which team is it?
A Major League Baseball team or a Major League team?
They currently have the same record right now as another team. Which team is it?
Let me think. Chicago Cubs. Seattle Mariners. Oh my God, the Mariners!
How does that make you feel that the Yankees currently have the same record as my Seattle Mariners?
What's that shirt you got on, Lou? What's that shirt you got on?
Oh, the chase for 28. Not this year. Oh, no, not this year.
I go again. Send me into purgatory again.
Oh, you got it. Get out of here. Listen, tell your guy, what's his name? Kinetic? What's his name?
Whoa. Don't talk bad about a former Met prospect that got us
Kelnick,
Diaz and stuff like that. So that was a great trade.
No, a great trade, yeah, but
because he can't.
Kelnick is doing great. He's doing great.
He can't hit. You know,
he's actually killing it in AA ball. I looked up his stats.
He's a great AA player.
Right, great for now. For now, he's a great AA player.
Major league player.
Yeah, I called him Kinetic. I called him Kinetic.
You are destroying names right now.
I destroy names. You know what? If you were a better ball player, I'd actually remember your name. How about that? You know what I mean? If I actually remember your name. But to get back to the Yankees real quick, they're not going anywhere. They're not. You think? Listen, I'm very happy that Garrett Cole and Aaron Judge are being, marketed for the All-Star game and all this stuff. Like, that's cool, but that's all that we're going to be looking forward to this year, because the Red Sox are playing out their ass. They just swept the Yankees. The Yankees are now 6.5 games out of first. We're halfway through the year. I'm not saying the Yankees can't turn it around, but fuck. You know what I mean? Like, the Red Sox we're not supposed to be doing as well as they were. And then they're killing it. And I gotta give credit where credit's due. And I hate the Red Sox. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know, but we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks. It doesn't look good though. It doesn't look good. At least Gary Sanchez has been hitting the ball a lot better. Aaron Judge has been hitting the ball great. DJ LeMahieu has been slowly getting back up there. But when pitching doesn't work, hitting works. When hitting doesn't work, pitching works.
You guys are doing the exact opposite of what the Mets are doing.
Right.
You guys are getting guys on base, but you guys aren't bringing them home. You're not getting them key hits that you guys need to support your pitching. I mean, not like I said, not like saying your pitching is good as it is anyway, but I'm just saying your batting. You guys are not batting so bad that you're not getting runners on. See, the Mets, we're not getting runners on. You know what I'm saying? You guys are getting runners on, and you're not capitalizing. That's your problem. You need somebody with heart in that lineup.
No, very true.
Outside of Judge, you know what I'm saying?
No, we still strike out for. I missed my first Yankee game the other day because I was tired of watching them strike out every 5 seconds. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Exactly, Joe. That's exactly
right. Exactly what Joe is saying right now. We don't have timely hitting. 100%. We don't have timely hitting at all. We get people on, we pop up, we strike out. 100%. The Mets just have trouble getting on, but when they get on, at least you have people driving runs.
Right.
But we just can't. We can't do it, and it sucks.
It does.
And it sucks.
It does.
And it is what it is. But we'll see what happens. And
so we did another little special thing that we're gonna do every week too. In the group page. If anybody who's watching who's not in the group page, join our group page because we have a lot of interaction in there too. But for the first time we put a poll up. of what top 5 conversation you wanted us to bring up in the show. Now, you guys voted, and the thing that won was top 5 Yankees whose number is not retired. So when we did this research, that was probably one of the toughest,
very tough to do,
top 5 I've ever been a part of. Because if you think about it, when you think about all the Yankee greats, all their numbers are retired. For some reason, the Yankees have retired everybody's number. Like the first 10 numbers are taken. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps going. So
first 11 numbers are taken.
No, I'm just saying 1 through 10. You know what I'm saying? I know.
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying in general, like the first 11 numbers are taken.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous how many numbers the Yankees have retired. So if you try to think of who's the top Yankees whose number is not retired, man, that was a tough one. We had to have a combined list, man, Lou. There was no 2 different lists of different names that we can argue back and forth.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we still have people here in the lobby. Won't you guys help us out with this? Because we have a list here.
I have one off the top of my head already.
Just name me some. Who are we saying?
Willie Randolph.
Willie Randolph was one of our top 10, but I did not put him in our top 5. And I'll explain why I didn't put him in my top 5. But Willie Randolph was one. I went based off of stats, and I went based off of championship wins, and I went based off of like all-star awards, stuff like that. You know, Willie was good. Willie was really good. But it was just I felt these other 5 were better. Frankie, what about you? Can you name any other Yankees off the top of your head whose number is not retired?
Well, what about the Yankees from the 90s? How many of them have retired numbers? I don't even know.
Oh, so Jorge Posada, Bernie Williams, Andy Pettitte.
Bernie.
Like,
they all have retired numbers?
So talk about.
Not Tino.
How is it? Talk about. Frankie, how is it the guy who was in your organization and theirs, and that's not the guy you come up with?
What do you mean?
He'll see what we mean in a second. This
is why you can't win trivia. Just think about that. Just think about what I just said.
In mine and yours.
Who played on the Yankees? Who played on the Mariners?
Tino.
Who else?
That's one.
He also played for the Texas Rangers.
I mean, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys that played for both, but like I don't count like
he was only kind of great.
I don't count Ichiro as being a Yankee. Like,
no. Okay, so first, real quick, in order to be eligible for this list, I made it so that you had to play past 1930 because I feel like all those stats in because all those stats in the 1900s are all skewed, right? All the pitchers pitched every single day. It was a different era, right? I also did it that you had to be that you had to be a Yankee for at least 7 years. That was my thing to be considered a Yankee great. Okay, 7 years. So for my first pick of the New York Yankees, number 5 was Mr. Roy White. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Roy White, great defensive player. Was a 2-time All-Star. Let me see. 1,800 hits, 950 runs, 200 plus stolen bases. Won 2 World Series with the Yankees in '77 and '78. Was the leadoff guy, right? He was the guy who got on base. He stole bases for you.
Well, he wasn't the leadoff guy, but he was
1 or 2. Wasn't he 1 or 2?
He was 2. Yeah, Mickey led off, and White was 2.
Right. Sorry, he was 2. Right. So he was the guy who got on base for you, and he got the runs. Right. He was first in the AL 1 year in runs. Great all-around ball player. Played with the Yankees from 1965 to 1979. Right. So 15 years, long time. Right. So in my opinion, one of the better Yankees. That just numbers were retired. Now there's like 21 numbers that were retired. Right. So this is again a pretty tough list to do. Okay. Number 4 on the list, former third baseman, Mr. Greg Nettles, okay? I like Greg Nettles, great third baseman. Let me tell you some of his stats. From 1973 to 1983, 11 years with the Yankees, almost 1,400 hits, 250 home runs, a 5-time All-Star, a 2-time Gold Glove winner, a 2-time World Series champion. I don't. Really good stats. Greg Nettles was like the Yankees dude back with Reggie Jackson in the 70s, right? Like it was him, Jackson, White. It was all those guys. So it's really hard for me to not put Greg Nettles up there, even though I know he was a Padre for a little while too. I think, right? He was a Padre, right? So right. So I don't know. Greg Nettles is on my list. And yeah. Career two. Who? Greg Nettles? No, but with the Yankees, he finished like 260 something. He's still a good hitter, Joe. I like Greg Nettles. This is my opinion. All right, you bastard. So you want to make your own list? You go make your own list. All right. Next, we're going to pitching, Mr. Mel Stottlemyre. Okay, Mel Stottlemyre, 11 years straight just with the Yankees. Okay, he unfortunately retired due to injury because they didn't have the equipment and the technology that we have today. 5-time All-Star, career 2.97 ERA, 1,250 strikeouts. He was the Yankees pitching coach from 96 to 2005, won 4 World Series with the Yankees. Won a pitching coach World Series with the Mets in 1986. Very hard to not put Mel Stottlemyre up there, and the potential that he could have had, in my opinion, before getting hurt and not being able to pitch anymore. And then
Stottlemyre probably pitched with the worst Yankee in the 60s after the 64 season.
Right, yeah.
Horrible.
Oh, no, they were bad. They were bad. He won a pennant with them in 64, his rookie year.
Right.
And
Game 7 against Gibson in the World Series.
Gibson, correct, right. So, like, you're a rookie pitching Game 7 of the World Series against Bob Gibson? Like, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, right? So it's hard for me not to put Mel Stottlemyre up there. Okay. Now, this next one,
Frankie.
A bunch of you might be upset, and Frankie should know who I'm talking about.
Frankie be ashamed of himself.
Mr. Alex Rodriguez, okay?
You know what's so funny is I've
There's
just
nothing
like
funny about it.
There's nothing funny about it. Years out
People are in
like,
the comments saying it. I'm telling you, and you don't even realize. I said he's only great.
No, listen, it is really hard to not consider A-Rod, even though this whole steroid thing, the numbers that he put up with the Yankees.
He won 2 MVPs.
He was a Yankee from 2004 to 2016. He had over 1,500 hits with the Yankees alone, over 350 home runs with the Yankees alone. He won 2 MVPs with the Yankees. He won a World Series with the Yankees.
He'll go in as a Yankee, too.
If he ever retires, if he ever gets put in, yes.
He's going to go in as a Yankee.
He's going at all.
Russell, they got to trade everybody.
If he does, I think he goes in as a Yankee. It's hard. He only played with the Mariners for 5 seasons. He played 3 seasons with the Rangers, and then he played
6 seasons. No,
6 seasons.
I think so.
Okay, so 5.
Yeah,
right, 6.
I think he came up late in 95.
95.
95. Yeah.
Actually, he might have even made an appearance earlier too, and then got sent back down. I don't remember.
Okay.
Didn't he lead the Yankees in steroid use as well?
I don't know. That's either him or Jason Giambi. I don't know about that. It's either him or Jason Giambi with that one. It's really hard with that one. But listen, it's hard to count A-Rod out, right? I mean, this is my opinion. I watched him growing up, and for the 12 years he was with the Yankees.
What was A-Rod's number?
A-Rod was number. Oh my God, what number was A-Rod?
Number 13.
13, right? He was 13, right? And he was
13.
Right, and he was number 3 with the Mariners. Right, that's right. Yeah,
That
I knew it was a 3. I'm like, it's not Babe Ruth. So yeah, so he was number 13, right, with the Yankees. And now the number 1 Yankee, in my opinion, of all time, whose number is not retired, Mr. Lefty Gomez. Okay.
Oh.
Hard for. Do you agree with that, Chet, or no?
I have one better.
You have one better? Okay, so let me tell Lefty Gomez's stats beforehand. 1930 to 1942, over 1,400 strikeouts, 24 complete games. I said after 1930. 7-time All-Star, 5-time World Series championship, 5-time World Series, led the AL in strikeouts for 3 seasons. I don't know, man. The fact that like Whitey Ford.
What hand did he throw with?
I think his right hand, Lefty Gomez. Yeah, for sure. But no, I just think that Lefty Gomez, like, why is it that Whitey Ford got retired when this guy had great numbers too, and his number's not retired? I don't know. I really think Lefty Gomez, one of the best pitchers for the Yankees organization, and his number did not retire. But Chet, who were you thinking of?
Well, let's put it this way. He is the one who basically changed the relief pitcher to a closer as it is today. Got Goose Gossage.
Goose Gossage, yeah, that's a good one too.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Think about this. He's pitching 2 3-inning saves.
That's a good one.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
He pitched 7 years with the Yankees, all in their prime when they were winning championships and World Series and pennants. Year.
I'm actually surprised they didn't retire Goose Gossage's number. I thought they would have too, and honestly, that he totally slipped my mind because I didn't think he played enough with the Yanks. I only thought he did 5 years. Played 7 years. He would have been eligible for for this category.
Yeah, 7 years, 151 saves in 7 years.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And think about the first 2 years, he had to pitch behind Sparky Lau.
Right. Yeah.
Won the MVP. The next year they signed him, and he didn't get off to a great start with the Yankees.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, Goose Gossage's great pitcher. And then
that's a really good pick. I think Goose should jump into the list and take somebody off that list.
You know, Joe, I was thinking Tino Martinez and Paul O'Neill. They were going to be a what's the word that just like a what's that word when you just want to say their name, just to say their name, like
honorable mention.
Yeah, an honorable mention. Paul O'Neill, right, and Tino Martinez. They won 4 World Series with the Yanks. They were great, but Tino also only played with the Yankees for 5 seasons. He didn't play. O'Neill played with the Yankees from I think 94 to 2005 or 6, which he could technically be one. But listen, if Paul O'Neill's number wasn't retired with Jorge Posada and Andy Pettit in them, there's a reason for that too. And Bernie Williams, there's a reason for that, right? Like his stats were okay. They were all right. O'Neill was okay.
Well, Bernie's is retired already.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but that's the reason why Paul O'Neill's number wasn't retired.
Oh, okay.
But Bernie and Andy and Jorge Posada were, right? There's a reason for that.
Yeah,
right?
only played 9 years with the Yankees. That's it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the Warrior. Yeah. Right. You're right. Paul, the Warrior O'Neill. No, he played, like I said, 10. Mets losing 3-9. The Yankees tied it. Oh, they tied it. Good. Yeah. Very good. Cool.
Urshela went deep.
Awesome. Okay. Good. Yeah, he's been playing great too. Gio's been playing great. But yeah, no. So that's our top 5. Again, I went with Roy White, Greg Niddles, Mel Stoudemire, Alex Rodriguez, Lefty Gomez.
I think one of those old guys you got to take off for Goose Gossage. That's my opinion.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I think Rodriguez will have to heck with it.
It's hard to take A-Rod off, man. He played 12 seasons with the Yanks. It's hard to take A-Rod off the freaking thing. It is. Listen,
wasn't he World Series MVP too?
No, ALCS MVP.
ALCS.
He won an ALCS MVP.
Who won? Oh, Matsui won.
Hideki Matsui won in 2009 Yep.
That should have been a trivia question.
You would have gotten that one.
Would you have gotten that
one? I mean, once you told me A-Rod wasn't.
Right.
You couldn't even think A-Rod was one of the players, so how can I trust that you would have gotten that in?
All right, well, whatever. I had a little brain fart. It happens.
Yeah, but you know what? Joe, you said that they won't retire 21. Yeah, but if they also listen, you have 2 people retired with number 8, right? With the Yankees, yep. You got Ron Dickey and Yogi. What happened?
Bill Dickey and Yogi. Sorry,
Bill Dickey and Yogi Berra are both number 8. Right, so they could have made an honorary if they wanted to, a 21, and have somebody else wear 21. You know what I mean? Like they could have done that. Yep. But they didn't. But it is what it is. But Paul O'Neill was great. He was great.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we got 5 minutes, so we can start this highlight of the week. So what?
Yeah, we'll do the highlights of the week. Right? Do you not like that one either, Boog? You don't like that one?
I mean, that's better than that song thing you did for the trivia. That was
Sports Trivia with Lou and Boog. You don't like that one? You don't like that one? All right, so we're going to put you guys back in the lobby. Thank you, Frankie, and thank you, Chet, for being back with us. We'll put you guys back in the lobby because we're going to show some highlights
of the week.
All right, so what is our first highlight of the week? Talk to me, Boog.
Watch this amazing play at third base.
Done.
And bounced and a fair ball and a long
by Hayes.
He got him.
Wow.
Ball.
I think it touched over the clouds.
Brian Hayes, one of the best you'll ever see.
Across the body,
way
out of bounds,
there,
fading away,
strike to Moran.
Do you want to know why, Boogie, he got that out, though?
Who's
Do you want to know why he got that out? Because Yadier Molina was running. The guy's 39. The guy's 39 years old, and he can barely walk. He's still catching. He can barely walk. Is running from first. If that was anybody else, that is safe. Yadier Molina. He's lucky that was Yadier Molina.
But that throw was so crazy.
Right, look. See, Joe said the exact same thing. It was a sick throw. Absolute sick throw. But you're lucky it was Yadier Molina running. 100%. 100%. But great play by Hayes. Listen, that kid looks good. And he was hurt. He was hurt in the beginning of the year. They projected him with like 30-something home runs. It is only his second year in the league. Right. So hopefully good things to come from this kid, especially because I have him on fantasy baseball. Oh, boy. So perfect. So stay healthy, Hayes. I'll kill you. So anyways, all right. What is our next play of the week? I think they've got basketball, right, Bug?
Yeah, man. We had a game winner. Paul George missing free throws to get the Lakers. The Clippers, they only have a 1-point lead, 0.9 seconds left. Anything can happen. You should have enough time to shoot a basketball, or you got enough time to do this.
Not an easy inbound with that big body in front of you. Crowder looking, throws it alley. Oh! He puts it down! He puts it down!
Did you see all the picks this guy went through just to get open like that? Because they tried to keep him from the basket.
And they're trying to say goaltending, but that's a live basketball. He can finish it.
This is an amazing way to end a playoff game.
On an inbound pass was that the basket counted.
Look at this. Look at all the picks that's ran.
What a perfectly executed play. Ayton guides it in. Beautiful.
Crazy. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being Paul George there, and you miss 2 free throws? Like, you don't even make one, right? You miss 2 free throws to have your team only up by 1. They call a timeout. They get the ball all the way at the end of the court to do a lob alley-oop to end the game. So it could be up 2-0 in the series. Now they're up 3-1. Like, playoff P in fashion, brother. Playoff P in fashion.
He's been playing well.
He has, but
he didn't play well. But that pressure.
That was a brain fart, brother.
Man,
that was a brain fart.
And what? Not even just that. The fact that they did everything possible not to get this guy into the paint, and they set 2 picks, and he fought and pushed through and still got that alley-oop, because that was the play for him to get the alley. So that was crazy.
Right, that's what we said. That's what we said, Joe. He missed the first 2 free throws.
Yeah.
With a few seconds left, they brought the ball up court. They called timeout. They got the ball behind the court, and game over. Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. Playoff P in playoff P fashion. Sucks. All right, so Boogie, tell us, what sport do we have for our highlight of the week?
We're gonna go boxing.
And why are we going boxing this week?
Because Gervonta Davis, man, this guy. He went up 2 weight classes for this fight. Now, mind you, he was 24-0 prior to this, right? 23 knockouts prior to this and 24 wins. He goes 2 weight classes up for a fight. This was the biggest fight of the week, right? He was, I'm going to give you a little bit more scenario in this fight. At this time, you see it's the 8th round. He was down. He was down because, I think Barrios had like a whole bunch of like more connects than he did. This guy was whiffing a little bit. He was kind of playing around. I'm gonna be honest with you. He was playing around. Mayweather went to him in the corner and told him, he said, "Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You're down unofficially."
Right.
So he was like, "Oh, I'm down. Hold my beer."
Crazy. That guy has to be 5'4", 5'5", right? And he's playing against he's boxing against guys taller than him, stronger than him, taking hits like a champion. He's a beast. That guy's. And what was the stat that you said, Bug? This is his 25th fight, and how many knockouts does he have?
He's 25-0.
Right.
24 knockouts. His fight before this one, he went the distance.
That's crazy. That's future Mayweather in the making, possibly, right? He's got half to go.
Yeah, but Mayweather wasn't a knockout fighter. This guy.
No, I know. But can you imagine if this guy goes 50-0 with 40-something knockouts? Meanwhile, Mayweather has 50 wins and only 27 knockouts? Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
This guy, his resume is very impressive right now. So
very impressive.
I'm excited to see where he goes with this.
Right, yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, well, a little over, but hey,
Hey, listen.
We had fun.
We had fun today.
We did different things today, and we're going to continue to do this.
We will.
We need somebody who's smart enough to defeat Chet.
Correct.
In the trivia. That's what
correct.
We might end up changing the name to Defeat Chet, Stunt Chet. That might be that's what we have to do.
That actually sounds awesome. We should do that.
You know, Stunt Chet.
Right. No, we should do that. I think Stunt the Chet Man. And then it's just, and we'll make a theme. I'll make a theme song for him.
No,
I'm gonna make a theme song.
We're okay with the theme.
Right. But anyways, we want to thank you guys for watching again. Again, this show brought to you by 106th Street Tire and Wheel, located in Corona, New York. 106th Street Tire and Wheel. We hope you guys had a great show. We hope you guys liked the show today. Again, we went a little bit different. We did a top 5. We did a trivia.
Yep.
We hope you guys had some fun.
So we're gonna post I think Tuesday on what you want us to do a top 5 of for the next show.
Correct.
And please, we need people who are not shy and that are smart and think that they can defeat Chet in the trivia.
Correct. Right. Yeah, exactly. Chet, do you have anything that you want to say to your future competitors?
Just bring it on. Let's go.
That's right. Bring it on. Defeat the Chet Man. Perfect. All right, guys.
Boogie knows me.
Oh, yeah.
From us here at True New York Sports, we want to thank you guys again for watching. You guys have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you guys next week for episode number 38. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys.